Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to DJ's 411. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys feeling? Hope you guys have had a great holiday this past couple days. Well, Thanksgiving was yesterday, and I hope you guys had a great turkey day. I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with your family and just, being grateful most importantly for everything that you have in your life, good or bad. So I wanted to kind of hop on here for a quick moment. Hey, Anna Marie, how's it going? Today something happened to me that was kind of interesting. Not happening to me, but it was just something that I observed, and I thought it was really interesting to talk about. So I recently just came from making an errand, okay? I had to make a quick run out, and I was out, and you know what today is. Today is basically Black Friday. So, well, not Black Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. Yeah. So today's basically Black Friday. So everyone's out right now, like completely shopping, going crazy. And it's like really, really packed everywhere you go. So I had to grab a gift for someone of mine, a friend of mine, well, relative. She's having a baby. So yeah, that's nice. So I went to go grab her a gift at the mall, right? So I'm at the mall and I'm looking, it's packed. There's tons of people. This mall is pretty known, so a lot of people go there. And it's interesting because everybody that was there was of my community. Okay? Like the mall was really packed. Now I'm not saying this to kind of throw shade or nothing. I love my people. Y'all, I love my people. But I'm saying is when I went there, it was nothing but that. And that is a very diverse mall. Like the mall is beyond diverse. But I'm saying why all of a sudden when everything's on sale, technically when there's a lot of sales, just to make people kind of shop more. This is probably one of the most shopped on days. But why is there mainly people of my community shopping here right now? Like why? Like why? And it's not just that, but why do people in general, feel like they need to shop so much just because they think they're getting a deal? And I'm just like, instead, focus on paying your bills. Instead, focus on building your legacy. And I kind of just, it kind of bothered me. It bothered me a lot because I want people to like be really building their legacy, focus on, putting your money towards something that's going to grow for you, not just shopping just to shop because you're saving 10% off or you're saving 20% off or even 50% off. It doesn't matter. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But these are the same people that say that they want to, have more. I just don't get it. And I hate to even say that. Like, I really hate to even say that because I just really hate to even like point that out. But like, I have to say, like, most people that are in my community, I feel like they're the main people who splurge. Now, a lot of people splurge. I'm not saying this to be petty or anything like this. I'm not saying that at all like that. I'm just saying based off of what I've had observed in my lifetime, this is what I have observed. And I'm just like, why is that? We need to build, we need to grow our community. We need to teach, financial education. We need to teach, how to think and change our mindset to not be in a poverty mindset, and don't worry about the flashy clothes. Don't worry about stunting on the next person, keeping up with the freaking Robinsons. You don't have to worry about that. And the sooner you realize that you have everything that you need right now, and just to be grateful and not worry about keeping up with the person that's next door or the person that's at your job or your cousin or your sister or your brother, don't worry about the competition. There's always going to be someone that's going to be able to one up you. There's always going to be someone that has the better hair, has the better clothes, has the flashy jewelry. There's always going to be someone who has more than you. So don't worry about trying to keep up with the competition, just worry about what are you going to leave as a legacy for your kids and what are you contributing to society? Not just worrying about clothes and makeup and hair and all this stuff, shoes and cars and houses. Like, none of that stuff matters. Like, someone said this to me. I think it might have been trying to think, Denzel Washington. I think it was Denzel. He was like, when you die, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. Like, you'll never see that because you can't take anything that you have with you. You can't take none of that to the grave. So all of these materialistic things that we're accumulating right now, that we're collecting, none of that even matters because you really can't take none of that stuff to the grave. And that's why I value so much, you know, like, of course, Thanksgiving is great, but at the same time, just giving thanks every single day, not just on Thanksgiving, not just one time out of the year, and there's 360 days in the year. You know what I mean? Like, being grateful for every single day, with every single thing that you have every single day. And when you're grateful about everything that's going on in your life, good and bad, then you won't feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses. Yes, the Joneses. I said the Jacksons or the Robinsons. I don't know what. I don't know what I said. Nobody even corrected me. I meant keeping up with the Joneses. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. You won't have to worry about keeping up with the Joneses. You'll be just happy and content with the life you have. You know, but yeah, what is the legacy you're going to bring? What is the legacy you want to leave? You know, don't worry about all these other things that don't even matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. And it kind of just was really sad to see so many people at the mall. Like, people were like, this is a good thing. You're saving money. You're doing this. No, it's like half of the people that were at the mall, I promise you, if I was to dig into their finances, they're the people who is barely making it. They're the people who has no money in their savings account. They're the people who is like knowing daggone well they need to get something done on their car, but they're procrastinating. They're the people who barely are making it when it comes to their rent. Like, oh, my rent's gonna be late this month, you know. Like, no, like, those are the people that usually are like that. But then, of course, there are other people who can afford to go shopping, who has, like, maybe saved up for the year just for that day. Like, then there's people that's like that. For those people, I applaud you. But for the other people, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. There's no reason the mall should have been that crowded. Like, anyway. But I was just thinking that. I'm just venting. Technically, I'm just venting. Like, but, you know, I just thought that was very interesting. You know, when it comes to budgeting your money, when it comes to your finances, you know, I just think about longevity. I really, really, truly do. And I was talking about this with my stepdad today. Like, all the money that you have got in your lifetime, all the money that you have accumulated during your lifetime, how much money have you actually saved? Like, you have no idea of the unforeseen occurrences that could take place. Like, you could literally take completely ill and then you don't have no additional money coming in. Like, I'm not saying worry about every single little bill, worry about every single little thing. I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying to plan ahead. You know, don't make it even an option for your kids to have to worry about making sure that ends can meet. Like, making sure that, you know, if anything was to happen to you, could they bury you? Could they make sure everything's good? You know, you want to make sure that you're leaving a legacy, something for them to be able to, you know, benefit from if something was to happen to you. But most importantly, while you're here now, you know, building your family up, building yourself up so that you're someone that's powerful. You're someone of value. You're someone who makes everything you touch grow and thrive and just become more. You know, life is about growth. You know, we were put here to grow. Food was put here to grow. Animals were put here to grow. Everything's about growth. So if your bank account's not growing, then you need to reevaluate a lot of things going on in your life, because we grow every single day. So why shouldn't my bank account grow every single day? Every single day, my bank account should be growing too. You know, not saying to be money hungry, but to be as part of life. That's how life works. That's how everything works in life, okay? Everything's about growth. Everything's about, you know, progressing. Everything's about striving, you know? So your bank account should be growing. It shouldn't be getting smaller. Every single day, your bank account should not be getting smaller. It should be getting larger, okay? And that's just something that I really wanted to share with you guys, because I don't know. I just think like that. I really think like that. I'm not a penny pincher. I'm not cheap or anything like that. You know, I live life in abundance. I live life, you know, in the moment. But at the same time, I live life in a way where as though I'm preparing ahead. You know, I never, ever want my child to have to say, hey, mommy, can we afford this? Hey, Nicole. Hey, Trey. I never want my kids to ever feel like, you know, they can't afford something. So it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm preparing our family to have a strong foundation. A strong foundation, so when, if anything was to happen to me, or just in general, like let's say I'm having a family business, I want to have something that they can be proud of, that they can be able to see and say, wow, my mommy was great with money. You know, my mommy was, you know, someone who encouraged other people to be smart with their money. My mommy was someone who was courageous, someone that was very wise and intelligent and patient and kind. You know, these are the words you want your kids to be able to describe you as. Okay, I'm at my mom's house, so if you guys hear a lot of background noise, it's a jungle out there. It's a jungle in this house. There's no peace in here. There's no quietness. It's always noisy. It's always noisy. But that's cool. But yeah, like a legacy. Life is about just leaving a legacy. And everything I do, I always think about what legacy am I going to leave? Like when I have a conversation with someone, even me talking to you guys, what legacy am I leaving by this? You know, one thing about the internet, everything you post on the internet, it's like concrete. There's no erasing it, okay? It's done. And I know a few years down the line, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 20 years, my kids will be able to see these videos. So can you imagine if you've seen your mom when she was younger and she's making motivational, encouraging videos to people that she has no idea and has never met before? Like, imagine seeing your mom do something like that. You're going to be like, wow, mom, you were really brave. Wow, mom, you were really great. You know, this is I'm leaving an imprinted legacy for my kids to be able to reference to later. Like the information I'm giving right now, this could be something they could benefit from 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line. You know, and the same thing for you. This could be something, you know, if you were to do a video like this as well, that someone else can benefit from. It's not just about me. It's about you guys. So when you go about your day, think about what type of legacy are you leaving based off the conversations you have, based off the way you spend your money, based off, you know, the way you communicate with other people, how you view money. You know, don't view money in a way that you feel broke or you feel a lack of. When you go into a store, do you feel a lack of because you can't afford everything? Like, you should always feel comfortable with wherever you are and never feel a lack of, and never feel like, you know, you don't have. Because if you were putting money aside the way you should be, or if you had a structured financial plan, then, or goals, then you would feel okay. You wouldn't feel a lack of. You wouldn't feel any type of way about money, you know? And that was just something I wanted to share. That was it. I don't know. I don't have any specific pointers that I wanted to talk about this evening. But this is just something that I noticed today when I went to the mall to grab something. And I was just like, wow, I wonder how many people here actually have financial stability, but yet they're shopping right now. It was kind of mind-boggling to me. I thought it was interesting. I really did. Like, I don't really think like a normal 24-year-old. Like, a lot of people at my age, they're just like shopping in the moment. They're having a good time. You know, they living it up. I used to be one of those kids, you know. I used to spend like $700 on weave. Like, who spends $700 on weave? Like, that's ridiculous. I'm not spending $700 on hair. That's crazy. I just chopped it off. I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. It's like, you know, but at some point we have to be responsible when it comes to our money. You know, money comes and goes, but at the same time, you know, it's not just about us all the time. It's not just about the fancy cars or the fancy clothes or the fancy house and all that stuff. It's about what type of legacy are you leaving for your children? What type of example are you placing, and are you, you know, showing your kids when it comes to how you manage your money, how you manage your conversations, how you manage your relationships? Don't think that your kids don't observe how you manage your money and the type of behaviors you have, because they are watching every single little thing that you do. Every single little action, every single little word, how you handle difficult situations, how you handle stress, how you handle, you know, problems and being sad sometimes. They're watching everything. Thank you for the loves. Like, our kids, like, they're literally watching. Hey, Chaz! Hey, Chaz! I'm sorry, I had to get it pumped for a second. I ain't seen you in a minute. But yeah, like, our kids, they're watching everything that you're doing. Even your nieces and nephew, even your siblings, like, they're watching your actions. So what type of legacy are you showing? What type of example are you leading and leaving for them? Because half of the time they don't know. Like, I have to say this, to be honest. Like, my mother gonna watch this video, but whatever. Like, I feel like I'm the parent. At some point, I feel like, you know, we start to teach our parents. You know, they have tons of experience. They've been through so much, but times have changed. And now it's like, we're the parents, okay? So I feel like sometimes, you know, I advise my mom, I advise my stepdad, my sisters and brothers on so much stuff that's really beneficial to them because, you know, we're not perfect. We need assistance. We need new sources of insight. And if someone is having something that's working for them in their life and is beneficial, it's my responsibility to communicate that with you. So that's why it's always so important to be a person of value, be a person that's, you know, that's worthy, okay? Be someone that sets a good example for other people, because something that you're doing, you might think it's something small, but by another person observing your actions, that could be the hugest breakthrough that they were needing. That could be something that, you know, they were struggling with. It could have really been a struggle for them, whether it's with finances, whether it's with relationships, whether it's just with their mindset and how they think on a regular basis to solve problems. You know, little things like that. You know, that's why it's so important to just lead by example in every single little thing that you do, because it could be really something that can impact other people. So to me, being able to do videos and stuff, and just be very transparent, this is simple to me. Like, it's not nothing that's hard or difficult for me. Like, I'm just being myself and I'm speaking my mind. I don't have any script in front of me. I'm really just speaking my mind and, you know, connecting to people. But you know, this is something that might be very easy for me, but it might not be easy for you. So you could be like, wow, Khadijah can do videos. You know, she doesn't have any experience in anything, but yes, she's speaking facts. You know, this is something maybe I could do too. You know, let me get on there and do videos and help see if I can inspire and encourage people too. So, you know, just little things that you do can make a huge impact in other people's lives, whether you realize it or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to talk to you guys. And plus, I've missed you guys. I've been so busy. It's been so crazy. Like, I'm not talking about busy doing little stuff. Like, outside of the videos and stuff I do for DJs 411, I have my own consulting agency. So I work with clients on a regular basis, and it gets to be pretty busy. And right now, I'm just trying to find stability in my scheduling. And it's either don't sleep at all, or I don't even know at this point. Like, yeah. And then you still try to balance family and, you know, all this other stuff. So it's been pretty busy for me lately, but I love talking to you guys on a regular basis. Like, when I don't do anything for DJs 411, I feel like a part of me is completely missing. So I always make sure I post or talk to you guys in some kind of way, because without it, I feel so off when I'm not like talking to you guys. Like, it feels like a part of me is missing. So I always do, always try to be as engaged as much as possible. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, you know, if you guys want to reach out to me, go ahead and do so. But I hope this video was something that you actually take seriously. What is your legacy? Think about, what legacy are you leaving for your family, for your kids, for your family, for like friends, even strangers. Like, what type of example are you leaving? When people see you, how do they view you? You know, do they see you as a wholesome, kind, patient, loving, you know, intelligent, confident person? How do people view you? What type of, you know, examples are you, you know, showing other people? So that's just what I think about when I go about my day. You know, how can I enhance someone else's perception or life or decisions that they're making? So, but all right, guys, I'm going to go. I got something in my eye. I'm going to go. And I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to talk to you later. See ya.